I did it mainly to create, highlight and make people more aware and celebrate our protected areas. The Kanukus where we were walking are a protected area. I had a fantastic team of local men, Amerindians, with us. The other reason I really wanted to do this was to encourage and inspire more people to get outside into our wildernesses.
Okay, so talk to me about what the most challenging part was.
You know, we faced daily challenges, and every day we woke up and it was so unknown what we were going to face. But I think some of the biggest challenges were the maps were 50 years old, so that was very, very challenging every day. And the forest was so dense that sometimes we were moving meters at a time, and at times, you know, we thought we weren't even going to be home for Christmas, and we had skin infections. We were always running away from wasps, and I think there was a sense of, have we got ourselves in too deep here? Because it really, I'm the most surprised out of everyone that we managed to pull this off, let alone do it successfully and safely.
What was the biggest mental challenge for you?
Mentally, I think when we were sort of the first few weeks when it was so hard, we had a lot of encounters with snakes, and it felt a huge responsibility for me. Maybe I've put this team and myself into this too dangerous scenario because rescue was so far away. Even though we had a fantastic operations manager, Anders Anderson, it would have taken days to get us to safety. So just that feeling of feeling so vulnerable and so unsafe was a huge mental strain.
I hear that you didn't see daylight for 17 days at a time. What was that about?
Yeah, so because we were traversing just under the forest, and we hit two main rivers during the whole route, but under the canopy it's so dark and the trees are so high and so dense, the sun just is not getting through. So it's getting dark completely by sort of 3-4 p.m. and you just don't get that sunlight on you, and it does get quite intense not having that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Where did you sleep? Were you not worried about spiders and things?
Spiders, I mean, they have the Goliath the giant bird-eating spider, but to be honest, they were the least of our worries. The snakes and the big cats and the peccary, which are wild boar, they travel in up to 500, and you have to get away from them by climbing trees. But that's exactly why we camp in hammocks. So if it's in a particular dangerous place, you actually raise the hammocks even higher than you would normally, so that things can pass under you. But yeah, the snakes, they have been known to go underneath your hammock and get your warmth and strike when you least expect it. So even though you're in your hammock, you're not entirely safe.
Did you have any bites?
Oh gosh, if we had had a bite, then that would have been game over. We had some very close encounters where Vivian, one of our team members, almost fell onto a snake twice. But so by some luck played a huge part of this. We managed to avoid it. And, it would have been very bad if that had happened.
You were talking about the wasps and things, though. Did they manage to track you down, or were you always just ahead of those as well?
Oh no, the wasps got us every time. I've been stung by so many wasps. I hope I'm immune now from British wasps. And when I say wasps, they have everything from ones that chase you for a mile and you just have to run as fast as you can. They come and they swarm you. Or you have one where I got a very unattractive sting on the eye, which swelled up. And this wasp is about that big. And we actually saw it and one time dragging a tarantula. So it's a mighty wasp, these things.
Wow. And what about the animals? You're talking about jaguar and wild boars. Did you see many of those?
Yeah, we did. We saw jaguars, we saw pumas, peccary, the wild boar. We were running away constantly. They were everywhere. They don't have a population problem there for sure. But I was always looking out for trees that I could climb to get away from them. They are very scary things, actually. You hear them grinding their teeth when they're coming, and then you have to be prepared to go.
Okay. What's next?
What's next? Oh, I've got so much planned. I've only scratched the surface of how great this world and the adventures to come. So yeah, I'm plotting some things, that's for sure.
Oh, you're not going to tell us?
No, definitely not. I've got lots to be plans.
Okay. Do you promise that you'll come back and talk to us again when you can?
I'd love to. Thank you.